should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come?
If you don't know, I'm Aaron Pearl. I own the airport. One thing we're real proud of here is we have our little pilot's lounge. This is a place we love to sit and hang out at. And Print Sign Design made this up, and this is going to hang in our pilot's lounge. John and Kris will always be a part of Bucks. On behalf of the aviation community, and in particular closer, the Bucks family, the Noone family, whatever you guys need, we're here for you.
His eye is on the sparrow, and I know that he watches me. Yes, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. Now I sing.
Out of the blue, I get a phone call with a South Jersey area code. Something told me not to let it go to voicemail. Laughing on the other side of the phone with a big, "Hey Al, it's John Noone," was none other than my old high school buddy, John Noone himself. He told me about his young son, Kris, who was an up-and-coming pilot and wanted to pursue a career as an airline pilot. As planned, we all met and spent several hours catching up and talking everything from football to airplanes. This was my first exposure to Kris, and what can I say except he was everything that John had described and then some. What a fine young man.
I have never met anyone who worked harder for what they wanted than Kris Noone did. From us playing with Army planes 15 years ago, to the countless flying hours he put in while in high school, to the mock Airbus cockpit in the living room of Oak Terrace, everything he did revolved around being a pilot. Whatever we were doing when a plane flew by, we had to stop and look, and God forbid it was an Airbus. He would say, "You see that thing? Daddy flies that."
Kris, Moose, thank you for welcoming me to your family, for trusting me to love Nick. Thank you for being the best uncle and pop-pop to Scarlett and Lincoln. You both taught me to pump the brakes. You taught me to find the happiness and light in every situation. And when you're working your ass off, it's okay to smile and just be happy. And most importantly, to love unconditionally, always.
I love Kris more than anything in this world, and I truly do know how much he loves me. He made sure I always knew his love for me and how proud he is of me. He promised me the biggest life when he swore we were going to be so rich. He always showed me pictures of planes that he wanted me to buy him because he swore I was going to make it big. I can't even begin to express the way Kris has impacted all of us. He's literally the funniest person in the world. He can make me laugh harder than anything.
Kris hooked me up. I hit him up. I said, yo guys, I'm gonna need you to fly me up. I'm gonna be Mr. Romeo. Took a flight around Philly, and I asked Erica to marry me while we're in the air, and we've landed, and all the family and friends were there. That's it. I mean, it was the last experience I had with it was beautiful.
To not only lose a father, a brother, a grandfather, but both at the same time is just unimaginable. Moose was the happiest man in the world around his wonderful kids and grandkids. Kris Noone, he was just an incredible young man. He had the most infectious, room-brightening smile you've ever seen. Anyone that knew him, that he had the best outlook on life, and he never had a bad day. Fly high, Moosey and Kris. You will be missed more than you could ever imagine.
There's nothing that we can say or do to replace them. They were, if you had the luxury of being in their presence, you know where I'm coming from. They were one of a kind. They would pick up any room. Their smiles and their happiness were contagious. There was never a bad day.
To Kris and Moose, you guys left us way too soon. This world is a darker place without you in it, and I will never be the same after this. I'll do everything I can to make you two proud of me, and I plan to squeeze everything I can out of my life in your honor. I love you both. I'm really gonna miss you.
I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up in heaven since you